Situation is really very simple. What's happening is that on a retail basis, on a carrier-by-carrier basis, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration is requiring individual trucking companies to put in EOBRs. The net result of that is they're seeing a drop-off in their utilization. So they initially will see a drop-off of 3%, 5% or more, in some cases 8, 10% drop-off in miles. And so because of that drop-off in utilization, you're seeing a drop-off in driver pay, the take-home pay. Drivers quit them. Next thing you know, 5%, 10%, 8% or more of the fleet is sitting on the fence idle, and the remaining drivers are still getting fewer miles. So you have to increase driver pay to keep their take-home pay even. So you see these companies that have it enforced upon them with 10+% of their fleet sitting on the fence. The remaining drivers, they have to increase the driver pay to keep the take-home the same, and they're still getting lower utilization. That's leading to failure. It's leading to companies that were formerly financially stressed becoming even more financially stressed and exiting the industry, going out of business. That's bad news. It's bad news for the industry. It's bad news for capacity. It's bad news for those business owners who spend a lifetime building those businesses. It's good news for companies that know how to use the electronic onboard recorders. There are many carriers out there, Warner Enterprises being one of them. Warner pioneered the technology, has had it in their trucks since 1997. All the other major fleets, certainly all of the major public fleets with the exception of USA Truck, have electronic onboard recorders in their fleets, have had now for well over a year, in many cases several years, and have learned how to deal with them, learned how to get the miles for the drivers, learned how to get the utilization despite the electronic onboard recorders. And as a result, that'll be an advantage for them because as those companies go out of business, drivers will want to go find places where they can both be legal, have an electronic onboard recorder, and still get an adequate number of miles, still get an adequate amount of take-home pay. And those carriers that have adopted the technology, gone through the pain of the process of retraining themselves, their drivers, their equipment, their dispatchers, their customers, will be the big winners in the end.